Alright, so while we're filming, we're going to go ahead and kind of do a performance checklist for your 550 based skis. So, I'm going to say that, in my personal opinion, the most important mod is power, because those 550s are so slow they can't even pull themselves out of a corner. I mean, you can try to look up how to ride them really good, and when you don't have enough power to pull yourself out of the corners, you're screwed. You can't ride a 550 good if it doesn't have enough power. So yeah, you need more power. And so this is kind of what you can do. You can go with a Kawasaki 650. This is the easiest. Yeah, it's probably the easiest engine to swap in there. You buy the adapter plates, which look like, I have a set laying around. They look like this, right? You bolt these to the bottom of your 750, 650, or whatever, and then it bolts right up to the bed plate. And you have to swap out the drive coupler, which is kind of a pain in the butt, but it's not too bad. And then you just run the 650 pipe on there, and it fits okay.
Here, let me ask you a question about this.
Do you want Jason to ask you a question?
Is that enough power to pull you out of the corners?
I'm going to answer this question real quick. So if you put in a stock 650 in your ski, it's kind of almost sort of enough power. It's not, I don't think you're going to be happy with a stock 650. And all of them that I've ever done, I've been running stock pipe, stock carbs, and was not that impressed. So I'm going to say it's good because 650s are lunch money. You can get them for a very affordable price. And also, a nice thing about the 650s is you can run the 650 stator and flywheel with the 550 electronics. Very, very easy to wire it up and just use the stock 550 electronics. Works pretty good. That's what I've done in every single one of the 650s I've built. And I think at this point I've done 3 of them. I've never done a 750, so I've never had a good power 550 yet, but yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's what I'm working on right now.
Yeah, this is Jason's first 550, and it came with a 750 in there, so he's got a big power 550, which is cool.
I guess technically it's a 440.
Yeah, it's a 440, which means that you need the bulkhead brace for the pump. Otherwise, it might break the bulkhead, or the fiberglass front wall that separates the tray from the pump. So Jason's obviously running a bulkhead brace.
Yeah.
No, he's not. Yeah, so hopefully it doesn't break, but I don't think that engine's going to be in that ski for all too long. But, yeah, okay, we kind of lost our train of thought. We've got 550 SX is definitely better than the JS550 piston port. In my experience, I've had a lot of issues trying to get my piston port engines running. And I'm not a 550 fanatic or guru, so I don't claim to have the magic touch for that. But there's also, you got your Yamaha 701s, which they're nice, but they don't quite go in there as easy as the Kawasaki stuff, which I'll show you because I happen to have right here a 550 with the Ross mount kit. So you can see that it's just adapter plates that use special small, they're just urethane Yamaha mounts that aren't as tall, and so I mean really it works good, but they tend to vibrate quite a bit because they're urethane, but it does make it drop right in, and it's pretty nice once you get it going. Theoretically, I haven't finished it yet, but I've done 701 Yamaha swaps and Kawasaki's before that way, and they always rattled on the engine mounts. But I did a 650 SX and a 750 SXI with a 701 in it, and they're good. I mean, good. Let's see, the 650 was definitely fast, but it was a crappy engine I used, but it was way faster than any 650. The 701 SXI, it was enough power, I guess. It was enough power for a person to be happy. I don't know if it was more power than a 750 Kawasaki, though. It's probably about the same, so probably not worth it to go out and do that for just, if you already got a 750 Kawasaki in there, I don't think you really want to go to all the trouble of putting a Yamaha in there, unless you have all that stuff laying around already. So let's see, we covered your Yamaha 701. We have this 1200 Yamaha you can't really see all that well, but this would definitely be for the more ambitious engine swap guy, jet ski enthusiast. But 135 horsepower stock, yeah, you know, that could make up for a lot of bad inherent problems to your ski. Let's see, I've got the PJS Viper, which is kind of like a 550. It's not the same hull. It's a lot heavier, and yeah, people think that they're the same a lot of times because they look similar, but there's not really any exterior parts that interchange between them. Fun fact for you, like the pole, the hood, nothing swaps over. You can swap in like some pump stuff. Drive shaft length, I think, is a little different. Ride plates swap in. Yeah, also, you can't really put a 701 in there using a standard off-the-shelf kit because the whole engine mount layout is different enough that there's not really an easy way to do it. So that's why I was stuck putting the 800 in there. Otherwise, I would have put a 701 in it because I have a few of those laying around. I don't know. I can't remember what this video was actually started out as. Do you? What did I start the video as? Okay, power first for your 550.
Oh, yeah.
Power first, because you can worry about handling and all that stuff, but if you don't even have enough power to rip yourself out of a corner, that's not really going to help you that much. And you can soup up your pump with a nice impeller and all that crap, but if your engine is just totally gutless anyway, it's not really gonna, in my experience, it's not really that beneficial. So, power first. Let's see. People like ride plates and intake grates. On the 550, I guess the scoop grates are pretty good in my experience. I don't like the scoop intake grates on the superjets. I just like the stock bar kind with the stock ride plates. Well, on the new superjets anyway. That's what I like.
Have you tried a scoop on those?
Yes, I tried a scoop grate back to back on the new superjet with the stock one, and I did not like it at all. Because you can, let's see, it accelerates slower with the scoop. You can't lay it over as easily like Jeff Jacobs style. You can't turn like Jeff Jacobs as easily with the scoop. It loses suction when it's on its side. So I don't like those on there. But I think they are pretty good on the 550s. And also if you get like a skegged ride plate or something with fins, or I don't know, long, that's great. But
Fins or splines?
yeah, but even the ones they make it a little bit better, but honestly, you'd probably be best off just like bolting on like a 4-inch extension onto your stock ride plate, because the ones they make aren't really that much longer, and they make a little bit of a difference, but they don't turn your old school ski into a new school ski. So
What about winged ride plates?
I think those fall under the criteria we're talking about. So, I wonder if my backdrop in this video is very good.
I'm sure it is.
I got this wire in front of my face. Hi. Yeah, Tubbies are probably really good, but they only really fixed the whole front end push on skis, and that's like kind of only half the problem on there. I'm telling you guys, deepen the strakes on your 550, sharpen your strakes, and that is going to keep it from sliding out in the corners. And your power is going to make it so that you can have enough juice to actually speed out of the corner, rather than just turning and then like falling over because you don't have enough power. So yeah, I say drop yourself the biggest engine you can find, afford, or feasibly get in there, and try that first. So what else is there to even say? And honestly, I'll tell you what I think. I think the stock cast aluminum prop is sort of fine, because all the props they make for 550s are like flat pitch, old school, non-swirl props, so they're not that special anyway. And you know, I've used stock props with swaps, and they work as good as the aftermarket props I bought for them. So I'm gonna say get your engine running like a rocket ship first. So I'm sure you 550 guys are gonna be very opinionated and have your own thoughts. So comment below. I'm sure there's a lot of guys that are the purists that only run 550s and 440s in their skis. You guys, that's great. I know you guys love your 440 pumps and your 550 engine combinations. That's great. That's cool for you. But I'm not a diehard 550 guy. I mean, I've owned probably about 15 of them by now in my life, and I've just never fallen in love with them. So, but that's about it. And Jason, walk us out on this video.
Walking? Well, yeah, if you meet the right 550, I know that someday you'll fall in love.
That's right.
Yeah.
My first one was a black and purple flame one, and if I ever see it for sale, I'll probably get it, even though it caused me a bunch of misery, but that's great. Hopefully we'll get some actual ski videos and cool working videos up pretty soon, but I guess I hope you guys actually made it through the video, and well, whatever. Bye.